Hey ladies and gentlemen, Wolf Crier here, and welcome to another Challenge Rift breakdown. And this is for Challenge Rift number 29, a Natalya's Demon Hunter build using Reign of Vengeance as your main source of damage. You also have Strafe, which deals a little bit of damage as well. So let's take a look at the gear, and then we're going to go ahead and break down the Rift so that you can be on your merry little way, get your caches, and be gone. Or maybe you want to push the Challenge Rift leaderboards. That's all up to you. So let's look at the gear. Okay, so first up, we're looking at the 6-piece Natalya set. 2-piece set bonus, reduce the cooldown of Reign of Vengeance by 4 seconds when you hit with a hatred-generating attack or hatred-spending attack. And for the 4-piece set bonus, Reign of Vengeance deals 100% increased damage, and the 6-piece, after casting Reign of Vengeance, you deal 3,500% increased damage and take 60% reduced damage for 10 seconds. Now this does apply to your Reign of Vengeance itself, which is why that's going to multiply your Reign of Vengeance damage. Pretty much it's a beast, so you're going to use that for killing elites and that sort of thing, and making sure you're dropping down a bunch of density and just clearing the rift. Alright, next up we've got homing pads. Absolutely not useful for the build whatsoever. We've got Haunt of Vaxo, also a useless piece of gear as far as the build itself goes. We do have Crashing Rain, however. Reign of Vengeance also summons a Crashing Beast that deals 3,815% weapon damage, so that is a little bit more DPS for you, since you will have this 6-piece Natalya set bonus active. Then we've got Reaper's Wraps, which is actually it's okay. It's not bad, because grabbing those health globes, that's going to replenish your hatred, so that's pretty cool. Then we have the Focus and Restraint ring set. So you're going to want to make sure that you are hitting with your Evasive Fire and your Strafe pretty often, just to make sure that you are keeping that bonus active so that you can deal more damage. Now over in the cube, we've got Hell Trapper, 10% chance to summon a Spike Trap, Caltrops, or a Sentry. Not really useful for this build. Hexing Pants, now this is pretty cool. Your resource generation and damage is increased by 25% while moving and decreased by 20% while standing still. So you want to make sure that you are continually moving while you are running this rift. And lastly, we have a Unity, which is very helpful with that damage reduction, because that's always useful, making sure that you stay alive so that you can deal more damage. I did forget the Calamity automatically casts Mark for Death when you damage an enemy. Now this is just the base rune, because he does not have Marks for Death on his bar whatsoever. As far as the skills go, Reign of Vengeance is going to be your massive damage. That's what's going to kill elites. You're also going to be using Strafe pretty often, and just using that to move through the rift. And every now and then you're also going to be hitting with Evasive Fire, not only to get your hatred back, but also to make sure that you have that Focus Restraint bonus at all times. The other skills, we're looking at Wolf Companion. Now this means that you're going to have that passive wolf that's there for you, and the active is going to grant you 15% additional damage for 10 seconds. So you want to make sure that this is active when you go into elite packs, which is very beneficial. Make sure you're knocking those elites out really quick. Get this thing done in like 4 minutes. Then we've got Smokescreen, which is very useful for getting around the rift, because this increases your movement speed by 100%, so that's pretty cool. You're going to be able to just zoom through the rift, get those elite packs, grab your balls, and run. And lastly, we have Preparation. For his passives, he's using Ambush. You deal 40% additional damage to enemies above 75%, so make sure your Reign of Vengeance buff is active, and then your Reign of Vengeance is cast on a full life elite, which is going to chunk off a massive portion of its health. And then we have Leech, which is going to give you some life per hit. Also not bad to make sure that you stay alive. And then we have Awareness. When you receive fatal damage, you instead vanish for 2 seconds and regenerate 50% of your maximum life. And then we have Archery, gain a bonus based on your weapon type. For bows, this is 8% increased damage. So very interesting build. I mean, it's not meta, that's for sure, but you can do this challenge rift in about 4 to 4.5 minutes. So let's go ahead and break down this challenge rift. All right, let's go ahead and do this. So definitely use your smoke screen to get around, to move a little bit faster. Cast your Rain of Vengeance to make sure that you have that damage bonus, and then cast it again right on that elite that's right up in that corner. Boom, he is done. As far as this build goes, I mean, it's not the best build in the world, but you are able to deal a massive amount of damage in this GR55. Make sure you take down those Unburieds. They are worth a decent amount of rift progression, so go ahead and do that with your Rain of Vengeance, and then just keep moving on. We're going to go right down here. There's another blue pack right here. Make sure your Rain of Vengeance is up, cast it on them, and then go ahead and just beat them down with your strafe, making sure that your evasive fire is being active every now and then, just so that you can get that focus and restraint bonus. Then just keep moving along through the rift, using your smoke screen to go ahead and traverse the rift quickly. So make sure that you're taking down any massive amount of density as well. That's going to help you with the progression. There's another blue pack right here. We're going to take them down pretty quick using Rain of Vengeance and your strafe, and it's just pretty much easy mode. You're just moving through the rift. There is a conduit pylon right up here, so we're going to go ahead and take that. And then we're going to go ahead and move right down. Now, coming up, there is some more elite packs right down here. Soon as we get to them, you want to make sure that you're moving this direction up here. I went from the bottom instead of the top because there's a yellow right there, and I wanted to make sure that I hit them. There's actually 2 yellow packs and a blue pack right in this area, so you want to make sure you're dropping them using your Rain of Vengeance. Grab your balls and run, because that is just a massive amount of progression for this rift. Then you're going to go ahead and head up northwest and then north, because you're going to want to get out of this rift now. There's another big area coming up right up this direction here. Just make sure that you're keeping your smoke screen active so that you can move on through the rift and just killing density. But other than that, if there's not a lot of mobs, keep in mind Fallen are absolute garbage when it comes to progression on the rift. Drop the Unburieds and then just get out of this rift. So you're going to go right up here, and the exit is right there. Now the second floor, go down first because there's a speed pylon. Go ahead and drop that little bit of density and then get up. You're going to go ahead and take down these blues and that yellow pack. Using your Rain of Vengeance and your strafe, keep moving because there is a lot of ground effect stuff there on the ground. So you want to make sure that you're not taking any unnecessary deaths right there. I almost died right there. And then I did die. So that's a lot of stuff on the ground, plus the explosions. You want to go ahead and make sure you're avoiding all of that. Use your smoke screen right up here. There's another 2 yellow packs, so you can drop those pretty quick using your Rain of Vengeance, your strafe. There goes 1, and the other one is just about to drop as well. Grab your balls and run. Drop a little bit of this density because there's not much left when it comes to elite packs in this direction at least. So make sure you're dropping some of this density coming down here. Group it all up and just cast Rain of Vengeance when it's all grouped, and you can drop it all pretty quick. So go ahead and just keep moving through the rift at this point till you spawn the boss. And there we have it. Boss is up. Just keep moving around trying to avoid that punch. Using your Rain of Vengeance to chunk him down as quick as you can. Smoke screen when you need to get out of the way. And just keep your active up for your companion. Rain of Vengeance, strafe. Keep that focus and restraint buff active as well. And he is done. Very quick rift. Very easy for the most part. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. So hopefully this helps you guys out with completing this challenge rift. Hopefully it does some good for some people out there. I do enjoy making these videos, So I'm going to go ahead and keep making the challenge rift videos. Make sure you guys got the information so that you can get this done, over with, on with your season 12 or your non-season, whichever you are playing. So thank you so very much for taking the time out of your day to watch my video. I greatly appreciate it. And thank you guys once again. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and you guys have a great day. Peace.